anything else we've dealt with in this chapter? We're going to take what we've already done, which is the box and whisker, only we're going to do 2 of them. Okay? Unlike the line graphs, which are on the same coordinate plane and overlap each other and can crisscross and things like that, or the double bar graphs, which are touching, the double box and whiskers are actually 2 separate box and whiskers, but graphed in such a way that they're right next to each other. You stack them. So the first thing we need to do is put the numbers in order so that we can find our 5-number summary. So the smallest number here is 12, 14, 15, I have 2 16s, 2 18s, 22, 25, and 32. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So my median is going to be between 16 and 18. So my median is 17. And then Q1 and Q3. So far okay? Okay. So I'm going to put the bus times on the lower graph. And I'm going to do that one in red since I did the numbers in red. So my minimum is at 12. My maximum is at 32. Q1 is at 15. My median is at 17. And Q3 is at 22. So there's my box and my whiskers. Now I organize the second set of data in the same way. I'm just going to put that right under here. 8 is my smallest, 9, 2 10s, 2 11s, 12, 13, 14, and 17. And that should also be 10 numbers. Okay, so my median is in between 11 and 11, which makes it 11. And Q1 is 10 and Q3 is 13. So now what I do is I come up higher. There's my minimum at 8 and my maximum at 17. Q1 is at 10, median at 11, Q3 at 13. And there's my double box and whisker. Okay, so same idea as we were doing before. You make the box and whisker. It's just that instead of just doing a single box and whisker, you put 2 of them on top of each other. And I can look at this. You know, usually you'll do something like write out to the side what each one represents. But what I can do is when I look at this, I can say, okay, if I'm looking at the times it takes, car versus bus, car is much faster, obviously. And then you also have a shorter variation of times with the car riders versus the bus riders. All that stuff, so. Everybody got it? All right, so we have another example. We have a new drug study conducted by a company in Medical Town. I don't make these up. Okay, in the study, 15 people are chosen to take vitamin X for 2 months, and 15 people were chosen to take vitamin Y, and then they had their cholesterol levels checked. And all people had cholesterol levels between 8 and 10 before taking the vitamins. And we want to see which one had the greatest impact on lowering the cholesterol. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight between 8 and 10. This is where the original levels were, just to keep that in mind. Okay, we will do vitamin X first, and I need to find the smallest number, which is 5.2. and then put these in order. So once we've got those, we're going to guess like 5.2 is closer to 5 than it is to 6, so that's probably about right. And then I have 10. 6.5, that one's relatively easy to find. 7.5, and then almost 8, 7.8. Okay. If you want to be more perfect, more exact, you can make a different number line and go with all the decimal places, or you can just guesstimate. Then we'll do the same thing for y. 3.1. And then we just, okay, so now I have those in order. Again, I'm going to find my median. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's the median, Q1 and Q3. So 4.5, 5.1. Sorry, no, ignore those. Minimum 3.1, 4.5, 5.1, 5.9, and 8. Okay. Which vitamin do you think works better to combat cholesterol? Remember, our original levels were here. The red one, because it's going to bring our cholesterol levels further down, right? And that is the goal, to have low cholesterol, right? Well, there's a misconception there. Yeah, you want low. There's HDL and LDL. HDL is the bad one. LDL is the good one. So you want low HDL and you want high LDL. So the cholesterol that comes from like fish and omega fatty acids and things, that's the kind that you want a lot of. And then the cholesterol that comes from like cheeseburgers and french fries and potato chips, and that's the one you don't want a lot of. Last one. Right. This time we're going to use pink for bookstore A. Whoops, 75 is the smallest one. 75, 80, 95, 100, and 110. 95 is our median. We have to find our Q1 and our Q2, so 75 plus 80 divided by 2, which is going to give me 155 divided by 2, which is 70, yeah, 77.5. And then I need to do 100 plus 110. So 75 is my minimum. Q1 is 77.5. My median is 95. Q3 is 105, and then my maximum is 110. Very short whiskers on this box, which tells me that the data is really close to the center. Then, what do we think goes really well with pink? Purple. Okay. So I have a 60, 84, 89, 100, 120. There's my median. So 60 plus 84 divided by 2, which is 144 divided by 2, so 72 here. And then 110 is between those two. So 60, 72, 89, 100, 110. So where should James buy his books for his math courses? Yeah, bookstore B, because it's going to be overall cheaper. Not a lot cheaper. I mean, some of the books are probably going to be a lot cheaper, but most of the books are going to be about the same price. But those books that are cheaper are going to save him money. Ta-da! that's the end of